Hello, all Supernatural fans. Update on Bradley and Mary Kemp's Impala. Basically, when you're kind of looking at it, it doesn't look like much has been done, but actually a lot has been done. It's time-consuming work. So, off one of our parts car, we had a good A-post, and Bradley and Mary's was all laid out. So, this is obviously not complete yet, but so this piece was all cut out. That was bad. And a new piece, or the piece from our parts car, has went out, and we've cut that off and getting it all set up so it's all correct and everything. This will all be cleaned inside out and then, primer, welded on, ground down. So when this thing's done, you'll never, ever, ever, ever notice that was something that was done. The dash will be another thing that's going to have to be cut out and new pieces welded in. Unfortunately, our parts cars are all laid up here on this front dash seal. So we're talking about having to hand bend this, roll this, make these pieces and stuff for that. The back here on the original piece, which I don't know, it might be down here on the ground, underneath there. This part here where the window sits down was all gone. And somebody had fiberglassed it in. I think I did that on one of my other videos. So off our same parts car that we got the A-post off of, our back here is really good. That's solid, okay? And I know that when you're looking at this on camera, you're like, ooh, that kind of looks a little rough and stuff. It kind of is, but this will all be cleaned, and when that all gets re-welded and everything, it's going to look like a brand new piece. So this whole piece here, which I can take up here, just sits right down in there. So once again, this will all be cleaned and done professionally, just the way it should be. So that is what's been done on this car so far. Also, Brad and Mary. I'm not sure which ones you guys as fenders and stuff like that. So I'll just kind of show you, because this is some of the stuff's off the 396 car, and Don knows which is which. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this was, I don't know. I'm not even going to say. But the fenders have been taken off. Metal work is being done. They've been put in a black primer. Obviously, these holes here, this is where emblems went. That's all going to be filled in. But this was a precise. So this was off the 396 car. So I could see some right there where the trim was. But that's all going to be, they've all been welded in. And that's not the way it's going to be, because they're not going to paint like that, because you would see that. But this is all going to be worked in. And, it's going to look beautiful when it's all said and done. And so there's a fender there, a fender over here. We got a fender over here on this stand here. So, and here's a perfect example. Kind of see that patch there where that's all been cut out and then new metal been put in. So that'll all be reworked, and it's going to look like brand new when it's all said and done. This is the hood I know off the 396 car, and I don't know where your hood is. It's around here somewhere. But so that is what's been going on with you guys as Impala. And let me tell you, when you're going out and cutting off pieces off a car 50 years old, and first off, you got to make sure it's good and not all rusted out and stuff. And boy, there's a lot of work involved in this. And I'm watching Don and Mike do this, because I am not a paint and body man at all. Not saying, like I said, I couldn't do it, but it would take me to do probably just this here, literally probably a month. I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. But what I see these guys do, I'm just like, man, so glad these guys are with me. Just doing it right, not cutting any corners, making sure everything is a proper fit, and it's going to be sealed and just the way it should be. Holes have been on your car here. On the ventilator has been all welded up. Let's see. The front, me and Don just had a long discussion on this. What we're going to do, we're going to start getting this thing all stripped down, and We're going to power spray it down. This thing's going to get all repainted. The motor's going to be what I call hot rod red. And we're going to paint the intake, the engine. We're going to put a new water pump on. We're going to put a new valve covers. We're going to put an HEI. And so this thing's going to really kind of give the reminiscence of the Hero 1 car, which is the big block. So we're going to do in that kind of style, but in a small block, which I think is really cool. I'm actually going to look on our parts car to see if we have a stock alternator bracket, get that chrome thing off of there. Bradley and I believe his daughters, they rebuilt this front end. So we don't have to do that. Now we are going to put on the disc brakes and all that. But so this will all be painted, engine will be painted, and so she's going to look really, really nice here. But metalwork, 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 and we'll get to this stuff here. So Bradley, I'm going to be talking to you on what parts that we're going to need and so forth. So I guess that is it for you guys' update. I know it doesn't look like much, but trust me, that's a lot of work that's going in here. So, all right, I'm going to let you go. I will talk to you guys real soon. Have a good one, and until next time, bye.